Shalom. All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, double honors to others of GMS. Alright. And also, I'd like to say much love to you brothers with all faith and honesty that push this truth. Alright? Because now you can tell the Most High is casting people out, man. You got bug outs left and right, man. So, as to you brothers that listen, and the Lord willing, you're a part of the elect, man, stay humble. Stay humble and pray and with faith and honesty, man. Alright, fast if need be, okay? But real quick, I got a quick story I wanted to show you guys. This Waco, Texas thing that happened. I just wanted to inform. I ain't really got no scripts yet for it. I just wanted to actually let it out, alright? So let's get into it.
It should play us. It should play us. Oh, you okay?
Dad?
You okay?
I can't hear.
Come here.
I can't hear. Get out of here. Please get out of here.
Oh my God.
Please get out of here. Please get out of here. Oh my God. Dad, please get out of here.
Chloe.
I can't hear
Oh
anything.
shit.
I can't hear anything.
Oh my God.
One more time.
It should play us. Oh, you okay?
Dad?
You okay?
I can't hear.
Come
I
here.
can't hear. Get out of here. Please get out of here.
Oh my God.
Please get out of here. Please get out of here. Oh my God. Dad, please get out of here.
Chloe.
I can't hear
Oh
anything.
shit.
I can't hear anything.
Oh my God.
Dad.
Wow. The water, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. The water. Hey, man, that was registered as an earthquake, man. It shook the earth, and that's nothing when the Most High comes back and shakes this place for real. Y'all think that's something? Wait till these missiles start dropping. Wait till these Moab bombs start dropping, man. There's things finna happen. The Most High's through playing. Now he's talking in his anger, in his fierce anger. That's how he said he's gonna talk to these heathens for us. He's gonna vex them in his fierce anger. For all the trees lynchings, all the stuff that went on in Texas. You know how much slaves died in Texas? How many Native Americans died in Texas? Huh? Let's get into this other story. RT's covering it. You know, a lot of stations are covering it, but I like RT since they shoot it straight. So we'll get into their report.
Marty, well, let's get the latest now. Marty's Bian. In the States, on this blast to fertilise the plants in the town of West, just north of Waco. What do we know about the numbers at the moment, Yanni? What can you tell us?
Well, Andrew, we have 2 people confirmed dead in this explosion, and dozens more injured. You're getting reports that over 170 people are injured at the moment, dozens of people at the hospital right now. Of course, officials are being very cautious, confirming fatalities there, as is always the case after explosions like this, after tragedies like this. We have been getting conflicting reports. Initially, local media reported at least 70 people dead in this explosion. Judging by the impact that the explosion had, the number, two people confirmed dead, is likely going to go up, but it is going to be higher. But again, that is the number that we have confirmed at the moment by the officials. As you can imagine, this is a huge challenge for rescue teams to go there, and not just because of the toxic fumes rising, but also because of the possibility of another explosion, because another fertilizer tank is still intact there. As far as firefighters, as far as the first team that responded to the explosion, we have at least 4 firefighters missing. They're unaccounted for, possibly dead. And what happened at the beginning was at around 7 p.m. local time, a smaller fire broke out. And of course, firefighters rushed into the area. And what happened 15 minutes later was a huge, a massive explosion that was registered as a 2.1 magnitude earthquake. So what happened, it ripped through a residential area next to the plant with lots of buildings there. There was a big apartment building with over 100 people living there. There was a nursing home. So officials started evacuating people from the area, fearing this another possible explosion of this other fertilizer tank that is at the plant. We don't know as far as the cause of what happened, of the explosion. We have nothing confirmed at the moment.
Okay, and there is concern, isn't there, Gianni, about the toxic cloud, toxins that have been released from this fertilizer plant after the explosion. What more can you tell us about the fears and what's being done?
Well, of course, there is a concern. We know that people are being evacuated, and this is one of the things that people are being taken to the hospital with. It is not just severe burns, but also chemical inhalation. So it is extremely dangerous. Of course, people are being evacuated from the areas where the wind is blowing, carrying this toxic cloud.
All right, Gianni, we'll leave it there for the moment. We'll come back to you shortly, I'm sure. That's Artis Gianni with an update for us in the States. We can also go now to Artis Ramon Galindo, who is in Texas for us. So are you able to hear me, Mr. Galindo, firstly?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm
Right,
here in
okay.
West Texas at the scene of the fertilizer plant explosion.
You're on the ground there. What more can you tell us? What's the latest in terms of casualties and what the rescue effort is doing now?
That's right. As Gadian mentioned earlier, there are at least 2 confirmed fatalities, but many more are expected as many homes in the area of this fertilizer plant are now just rubble, yet it is too dangerous for first responders to approach the rubble because there are still these toxic fumes in the air. I just talked to a state trooper a few minutes ago who told me that there is still 1 tank of chemicals which is still at risk of burning, so they are still being cautious. Part of the town has been evacuated because of fears of this toxicity, and here authorities are keeping an eye on the winds. I'm not sure if you can hear them over the phone, but very high winds tonight, expected to possibly shift and may affect other areas of the town as well.
And in terms of the number of people that are trapped, you mentioned there many buildings were literally flattened by this blast. So presumably it's thought that many people are still trapped, are they?
Exactly. We heard from a firefighter before we got here who was talking about evacuating the areas near the fire before the explosion actually happened. Then after the explosion happened, several buildings came down. Some people were able to be rescued and pulled out of there, but firefighters who have been talking to the media have said that they're almost certain that there are more people trapped in the rubble, yet it's still too dangerous to go back in there because of the toxic air still flowing through the town.
And do we know how many people were actually in the fertilizer plant when it exploded?
We do not have a count of how many people were in there. This happened around 7 p.m. local time here in Texas. So not exactly sure how many people were inside of the plant. What we do know is that there was a nursing home very nearby. Many people were able to evacuate from the nursing home, but another apartment building also reported to be leveled. So it is presumed many people were there inside of the time in the neighborhood neighboring this fertilizer plant.
And in relation to this fertilizer plant, do we know anything about the company at this stage, its safety record, or that sort of thing?
I'm sorry, you're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
From what we have heard here in the fertilizer plant, still no cause for what caused the initial boom. What we have heard from firefighters is that there was initially a fire. A firefighter started to rush to the scene, and a few minutes later is when the explosion happened. But just to give you a little perspective about how big an explosion it was, this is a town of only 2,600 people, only 3 ambulances before this emergency. So, unfortunately, it appears many of the first responders who were responding to the initial fire may have perished or been critically injured during their initial response to the first fire, and then the explosion happened.
And do we know how long it took for other emergency services to respond from other areas? Were they able to come and help quickly?
Absolutely. We just spoke to a crew that traveled more than 80 miles here to West Texas in order to help. There was a variety of agencies here to help. They created a triage just a few feet from where I am standing. I'm at the community center. There was a triage set up at the baseball park right behind it. Now, they haven't been able to give me an accurate count of how many people were treated, mostly because they just seemed overwhelmed, but dozens, we can definitely confirm, have been transported to hospitals all over the region. And like I said, this is a very small town which is not equipped to support such a mass casualty situation as what happened today.
And is the understanding that these hospitals are now able to cope with what they're being confronted with?
Sure. Well, as of right now, they are definitely overwhelmed. They have not said that they're overwhelmed yet. However, they are asking for people living in the area to slowly be donating blood in the coming days, because they do know that many people are critically wounded and will definitely be needing a lot of blood donation in the coming days.
And in terms of the evacuation that's taken place, how many people are still left in the town? Do the police believe that everyone should leave, or are they still saying only sections should leave? Can you give us numbers?
Sure. Well, this is a town of about 2,600 people. From the state trooper who I spoke to today, they said that their main focus was the north side of the town, which is closest to the fertilizer plant. But as I mentioned earlier, quite a windy day, and a possibility that the wind may start blowing south, and they may have to end up evacuating the southern part of this town. As of right now, still keeping an eye on the weather patterns, and still keeping an eye on the fire, which is still emitting toxic fumes.
And their message at the moment
With that,
to locals, we understand
I ain't gonna watch all of it. I mean,
shortly
your
after.
brother should. You got the logistics of it. You got the middle of the crash. And you got the story for the crash. So things are happening, man. All I want to say is the water Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. The water Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai for the blessing of the pride that's oozing out of these damn devils, man. The pride that he's taking away, and he's plaguing this place. We've been praying the downfall and cursing this place for a long time. Now the Most High's acting. So with that, I'm going to say all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honor sales at GMS. Much love to you, brothers. Alright? Shalom.